You don't have a discipline problem, you have a motivation misunderstanding. You think discipline means forcing yourself to do things you hate. But real discipline isn't punishment, it's freedom. And once you understand the psychology behind it, you'll never need motivation again. Every day you tell yourself, tomorrow I'll wake up early, but tomorrow comes and your mind says, just 5 more minutes. You've read productivity books, watched motivational videos, maybe even tried journaling, but nothing sticks. You start to wonder if something's wrong with you. It's not laziness, it's not weakness, it's psychology, because discipline isn't about fighting your mind, it's about understanding it. Most people think discipline means I must force myself to do things I don't want to do, but that's wrong. Discipline isn't about forcing, it's about training. Think about it. When a child learns to walk, they fall hundreds of times. No one calls that failure, it's learning. But as adults, the moment we fall off track, we call ourselves failures. That mindset destroys consistency. Real discipline is not doing everything perfectly every day. It's doing small things even when no one's watching, and being kind to yourself when you slip. Because your brain doesn't change through pressure, it changes through patterns. Here's the science part. Your brain runs on something called the habit loop. Cue, routine, reward. Every habit, good or bad, follows this pattern. You scroll social media, cue, boredom, routine. Open Instagram, reward, dopamine hit. You want to change your life? You don't fight the loop, you reprogram it. That's what discipline really is, habit design. It's not about saying no to everything. It's about giving your brain better rewards. For example, instead of saying I must go to the gym, say I get to feel powerful after I move my body. Instead of I have to study, say I'm building a future my past self dreamed of. This tiny shift turns discipline from pressure to purpose. Here's the harsh truth. Most people quit not because they lack willpower, but because they expect results too soon. You go to the gym for a week and don't see results, so you stop. You try waking up early for 3 days and feel tired, so you quit. You forget that your brain is built for comfort, not change. The first 30 days of any new habit feel painful because your old identity is fighting for survival. Your brain literally says, who are you trying to be? But discipline means answering back, I'm becoming the person I've always wanted to be. Even if it hurts right now, you must be willing to feel uncomfortable while your brain rewires itself. That's not failure, that's growth. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who woke up every day at 4:30 a.m. for 10 years. Not because he loved mornings, he actually hated them, but he loved the feeling after. Every morning, he'd sit on the edge of his bed and think, I don't want to do this today. Then he'd whisper one line, my feelings don't decide my future, my actions do. He'd get up, he'd train, he'd write, he'd show up, and over time his mind stopped fighting him. Why? Because the brain learns from repetition. He no longer needed motivation. He had built a system. That's what real discipline looks like. Doing what you said you'd do, even when the feeling fades. If you think you need motivation every day, you'll fail every time. Motivation is emotion. Discipline is logic. Motivation says, I feel like doing it. Discipline says, I'll do it because it matters. When you attach your actions to a bigger why, discipline becomes natural. Example, don't go to the gym just to lose weight. Go because you want to prove you can keep a promise to yourself. That's powerful, because every time you keep that promise, your self-respect grows. And once you respect yourself, quitting no longer feels comfortable. You're not undisciplined, you're just fighting the wrong battle. Stop trying to feel disciplined, start acting disciplined. Discipline is built like a muscle. 1 rep at a time. You don't lift heavy on day 1. You start small. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, write for 5 minutes, stretch for 2 minutes. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to not quit. One day, you'll look back and realize discipline wasn't a cage, it was the key that unlocked your freedom. You'll see that the version of you who once said, I can't do this, was wrong, because you could. You just had to understand your own mind. So the next time your brain says, not today, you smile and say, that's okay. okay. We're doing it anyway, and that's the moment discipline stops being hard and starts becoming who you are. If this message hit you, don't just scroll away, apply it. And if you felt it, share it with someone who needs to hear it today.